Remarkably successful, not that much jet lag morning. Off to breakfast now. Well, I just actually ran up to go get this jumper because it's very air conditioned, which is lovely, but freezing. Breakfast selection, all right. Absolute favourite thing is the hash browns and chicken nuggets, which is probably shamefully a number of them that I've eaten. Delish. Where are we off to, Dad?
We're off to the museum. I'm shocked that it's not the railway museum though.
Like we might be off to the railway museum some other day.
Sneaking at it.
Welcome to the National Palace Museum.
I get the feeling it sounds right as thank you.
Oh, Xiache is like depart from the bus.
Ah. Just a good job one of us speaking Mandarin.
Well, we didn't need to know whether we picked thanked or departing. No,
It's great when you start putting your hand in paying for everything.
gotta earn my keep.
Yeah, like when you pay for the hotels.
Exactly. Yeah, always good to know, both cafe and gift shop. Gorgeous. Yeah, it was quite a pain to get here, but when you're actually here, you do appreciate that it is in the middle of nowhere, like relatively speaking. Like this isn't in the middle of the city. So quite nice.
Okay, this way. You'll see the earphone and number and glass reward.
Rare books room. Basically the whole thing is that everything that's in this museum used to be in Beijing.
Yeah.
Also originally it was all the collection of the emperor,
Yeah.
and then when the nationalists beat the emperor, they made it all a public museum, and then when the nationalists lost to the communists, they fled to Taiwan. And that is amazingly euphemistically put in this paragraph here as a century ago the Forbidden City became a public museum. So the emperor's stuff was all opened up. Yeah. And then it says, as circumstance evolved, the National Museum's collection established roots in Taiwan. It's like, yeah, it's like, well, that is one way of putting it.
When we escaped the pogroms.
Exactly. So basically, all of the books are from the Song Dynasty, which is the 10th to 13th centuries. But apparently, this is a noteworthy time because it's when this was when
started off.
Yeah, when they were printing them for the first time, which is kind of interesting. Because in the West, when's Gutenberg? Like 1500s?
Yeah,
So
James the First was 1500, wasn't he?
yeah, and it was around then, so the printing blogs. Because I guess basically it's interesting that, yeah, so modern by comparison. It's interesting that it doesn't seem to be interchangeable type in the same way, or maybe it is. Oh no, they all come off individually. Yeah, you can kind of see the crises. Oh, that's fun. I like the top right one where they're illustrating how you got and chop down the tree to make it.
Yeah.
So reading the plaque, it's saying these things here are fingernail guards.
Oh, yeah.
So you wear it over your pinky fingers to protect your super duper long fingernails.
Oh, that's it. You see the films, don't you? They've all got massive nails.
Yeah, doesn't it look? But mostly to show that you're yeah, so the fingernails were 10 centimeters long. Which
4 inches.
That's crazy. But it's basically to show that you weren't doing any manual labour at all, that you could afford to have these super long fingernails. Basically 22% of the stuff in the Beijing Museum, they took here.
How do you choose?
Well, I think, so basically they were trying to take all of it, but they lost the war too quickly. But obviously, the room that we were just in of random artifacts, I quite liked the olive stone. The carved olive stone was pretty good. Yeah. But I have no idea if that's the 22, in the top 22% or not. I think basically it's because I don't know enough about this period of history.
Yeah.
It doesn't really mean anything to me to know that, oh yeah, wow, that's the stellar carved olive stone.
I think you'd probably be...
Another of the famous pieces of the collection, which is this piece of jade that really looks like some cabbage. Where's the meat-shaped stone then? Normally I can take or leave the jade stuff, but I think it is very, very impressive that it dates from 3000 BC to 2000 BC throughout. Oh, I really like this one because this one is basically a pun because it's the like sweeping an elephant as a homophone of removing desire. So it's like a Buddhist painting showing them sweeping an elephant, which is to say removing desire, which is what Buddhists are meant to do, which I like. I like any painting based on a pun. Stopping for coffee break. We got given a box for me to put my crap in, which definitely feels sophisticated. It's a lot better than just having it on the floor, which is what I would have otherwise done. Look at that dad looking at a coffee with a Taiwanese flag in the background. Perfect. Odd looking pineapple cake as well. Sweet.
Sam's made a good collection suggestion that there's a
The museum staff have very helpfully told us exactly which taxi to get on and written down the license plate. But I hope it rocks up. Yeah. Okay, so it's 2:40 and the noodle shop that Lonely Planet recommended does have a big queue. So not quite sure how much we can be bothered to stay in this for dinner. Fortunately though, the whiskey brand that Dad wanted to go to is has an office next door. So at least I've got happy Dad while we're waiting. Browse an array of whiskies. Amazing. Mission accomplished.
mission accomplished until later in the day.
Exactly, until the food tour. Mandatory stop to get new thing after thing broke. One reflection I've had so far is that, like, happy to be able to use lots of Chinese and get practice in. I think also there have been not many times where, like, the interaction has began in in English, where, like, you walk into the shop and they're like, table for two, sir, and then just like respond in Chinese, and then they've ended on the entire conversation in Chinese, which is fun. Because I feel like the caricature of this is like, you know, like France or something,
yeah,
where they're like, you say something in like perfect French, but they just like look at you and respond in English.
Absolutely.
So maybe I've just been in Europe too long, where I've my like butchered whatever language has been seen through. But yeah, have been glad that even though Taipei is obviously like the super international city, everyone speaks English, like it isn't the case that all conversations are therefore then in English, because everyone's just prepared to humour me basically. Exciting.
Yeah, you go.
We've got oyster omelette, just like in Phoenix.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Practice Chinese medicine, and then Chinese medicine's concept. We
Snake
believe
soup
there's an
restaurant.
energy inside our body. We
Snake
refer
over
it
there.
to fire, and we call it.
Looks alive.
So when the fire in our body gets a little bit.
Yes, please. Amazing.
Wait, 1 second.
Oh, I've lost my ginger. Gorgeous.
Ginger?
Yes, please.
Looks delish.
You know how British people have the music on? Yeah. Hopefully it comes to take very soon. Yeah.
Some off-putting stuff like liver, and there's also some seafood. So it depends on your luck what you're gonna get. And the other one, it's water spinach with mutton. Okay.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna go down that aisle.
We did stopping by 7-Eleven for various things to be explained, which while fun and interesting, that 7-Eleven was not big enough for the number of people who was in the aisles. I've got myself a sarsaparilla.
Favorite this is?
Coriander.
Yeah, coriander, cilantro. Okay. It tastes exactly like cilantro.
That's one way to avoid cities. I think this will be much nicer.
Only going to put a couple of shoots in it, right?
Am I missing anyone? Okay.
Oh.
Place is still closed. We'll go to another one.
So fun.
I'm full, Marky, but hey, look at the amount of food that's around here.
We're now on a sweet drink, which is very nice actually.
Like I said earlier, not going to clean my teeth tonight. Why not?
So in the night market, just found this place, which looks great. Exciting. I actually have no idea what the buttons for this are. Oh, it's going.
No, it's fine. Just go for it.
No, okay, after this we're getting a second comment. Okay, this is apparently a thing, because in this night market we found a second store which is exactly the same, it just happens to be full of these. So, get involved with whatever this is. One of these buttons will start it. Oh yeah. I just died in the mud process of showing that. Alright, come on, Dad. I'm very happy with that.
That's good. Glad you are.
Consider myself humoured.